I stand up, I get up, mapelu moya shona kona. Shobuluza focus, come on, be a good getter. Ashona kona, stay focused. Opportunities, you gotta get this, you gotta fight this deal.
I'm riding in my kusheshe with that top down bafethu ngikhuluma ngelahla ngoba isikile isamba bafethu sifaka ke ukukhanya kukharekeza udinga ukuthi ukwazisebenzisa izandla zakho uphinde futhi ube umuntu ocreative sibheka ke ishishini lemoto bafethu hawu ngayehlela manje ngathi ngiyimoto enganama breki awuthi ngithobe ngibulisa abantu semakhaya ngithi sanibonani and a salute to all my hustlers ngiyalazi igama uMacmillan Lishomo uhlelo iSpani la sifaka nina intsha endaweni yomsebenzi njengoba ngishilo ngaphambili sibheka ke ishishini lemoto sihamba nehasta lethu uJade Phillips insizwa yethu yona ke befuna ukuba umosomashishini kodwa ke bengazi kahle kahle kufunakala ini yahamba ke yayosebenza lapha ebank yabona ukuthi ukusebenza ngemali zabantu hayi ngempela kuyamthusa bafethu ingakho ke manje uthi ushintsha amagiya ushintsha amacareer ufuna ukungena lapha ku automotive body spray painting bafethu ashaye iSpani uthi ke leyo iSpani yafuna ukusebenza ke sisona ke sokhipha italent lakhe akethi sike kumjitha athi ukuzichaza kabanzi ngokuthi kungani afuna ukwenza lo msebenzi into engayisho ukuthi ngiphethe isikhiya ngisifaka uignition ayidume lenqola swerve. Name Jade Phillips, age 20, education matric, teacher qualification none, former work experience bank teller, position applied for auto body spray painter apprenticeship.
I live with my mother. I have a younger brother, his name is Justin. My baby sister as well, she's 5 years old. She's the boss of the home. I live with my girlfriend as well due to family issues.
From a young age, we are together a lot. He was my only friend to play with. We always together, we always hang out together. His friends is basically my friends.
Most of my life I grew up with my grandparents. They taught me a lot. My grandfather was actually kind of a mentor to me. You know, my grandparents was also that people in my life who taught me a lot of lessons. My grandfather especially taught me a lot of things that my father would have taught me. And I still take some of the things he's taught me and I use it in today's time.
Raising two boys was challenging, but it was fun. It was a blast. It's still a blast. I'm having so much fun. They're so protective, they're caring, they're kind. Jade is an introvert, but when he gets home, he's a show-off. All in all, he's a fabulous child, always listening, always obeying. So I appreciate and I'm very proud of my sons. That's number one, always proud. They've got great family values, they go to church, they listen, they've got awesome models.
He helped me a lot through life. He taught me some things I never knew. When I started at Florida Park High School, I was a lighty, should I say there. He was already in the school, so he showed me around. He made me, like, how can I say, big in the school, you know. That's where we actually started bonding more.
I never really knew what I wanted to become in career terms, you know. Like, I just wanted to be a businessman. I wanted to just be successful in life. You know, lots of mullah, nice cars, but I didn't really know what to do career-wise.
Spray painting is not exactly what I had in mind for Jade, but then again, you know what, baby steps, and we all have to get there eventually. So this is a nice little platform for him.
After school, I went into the financial sector. You know, it was a bit stressful being a teller, dealing with customers. You know, I couldn't sleep, you know, I was dealing with their money. And I really just wanted to work with my hands, do something with my hands. And, you know, I have a creative side to me as well.
I'm actually the brother that loves to get my hands dirty. I actually encouraged him to get his hands dirty. So I'm very happy that he's doing the spray painting job, that he's going for an interview. And I wish him the best of luck for it as well.
My brother-in-law SMS'd me and told me that his friend would like to interview both Jade and Justin for an apprenticeship position. I think Jade will learn a lot from this. It's different, it will calm him down. I'm sure it will teach him some things he never ever knew. He might end up spraying everything in the house, maybe his bicycle, I don't know, my car maybe. So I'm guessing that this would be good for all of us.
I see myself, in the future also as a mentor. I also want to teach people what I've learned. Also in terms of family, I also want to support them, give them things that, I couldn't. I also want to say thank you to my mother, whatever she wanted in life. Being a single parent, also to her, she had to sacrifice a lot. So if I am successful one day, I would like to say thank you and,
I try and teach my boys that life is a game of inches. So it starts off with baby steps all the way up, and you pace yourself. It doesn't happen in your 20s, doesn't always happen in your 30s, but eventually you get where you need to be. Career-wise, relationship-wise, it's a game of inches.
I'll be very happy if my brother can get this job, because it will be very interesting to have a spray painter and a panel beater in the family. We can even start our own business by doing that. So it will be like a bonus if he gets this job.
Okay, right, hustlers, ngithi nali hustler lethi elincane bafethu esinokuthi singathi siyalizwisisa kancane ngoba ke intsha yasemzansi eningi ayazi ifuna ukwenzani ngempilo zabo. Ngithi kodwa ngokukhulu ukuzimisela uzuyithola ke icareer ofuna ukuyenza bafethu. Umjethi uyambona ukuthi kudala ke alobakho umzimba wakhe laphana akasithemba ukuthi necareer yakhe uzokhona ukuyakha. Umjethi ke manje uyahamba ayoshaya interview khona laphana ke Major 2 Auto Body Repairs bafethu elaphana eGoli. Akasithemba ukuthi umjethi uzoshaya iSpani khona laphana. Into engayisho ukuthi uJade ngithi don't say it, spray it. Did you see I just rhymed there? Man, I'm good.
Jade. Good morning, Fernando. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've had a look at your status and your work and where you come from, and all I want to know from you, what brought you to want to take up a trade, and what gave you interest in motor cars?
Okay, firstly, Fernando, after I matriculated, I went into the financial sector. I was a teller, sitting behind the desk and, dealing with customers. It wasn't really my thing. I really just wanted to work with my hands. Another thing is I like just doing things with my hands, and I'm a fit person. I don't mind getting messy. So yeah, that's what mainly motivated me to be a spray painter as well.
Cool, that's a good start. I want to tell you something. If your heart is not in the right place, you forget about taking up a trade. Trade, you have to, how can I say, it's not just a job. It must be a passion to want to do something like that. You chose spray painting, to become a spray painter. It's actually art, and it's a finishing. It's the last thing you do on a motor car. The car painting is what makes a motor car, So you can do everything on a motor car, but the paint is a finalize. So if your heart is there, then you go in places. But if you come into a place just because you need a job, I'm telling you now, you come into the wrong place.
Okay.
Jade, I want to tell you something. You told me about you. Now I want to just tell you about what this company is about.
Okay.
It's about, being number one, first of all. It's about serving the clients. It's about job being, priority. We've been in business for like 25 years.
Okay.
And this business didn't start the size it is now. It started with myself and my brother at the time, and we grew this place. And this is what you see today. So what I want to say to you today, if your heart is in the right place, you can get to a place like that,
Okay.
And we work on all makes of cars.
Okay.
We specialize in a few makes. We are approved, factory approved on a few makes of cars. And things must be to quality standards, factory standards. And this is how we raise up guys, apprentices, to become artisans.
Okay.
And Jade, before we go any further and I introduce you to a few guys I want to introduce you to, have you got any questions?
I think you answered most of my questions. I do want to say though that what you said about discipline and things, I understand that. Without discipline, there's no order. Mm-hmm. So you need that in every company. I'm eager to learn, and I know it's going to take time. And I think I can do this, Fernando. So.
Okay, let me put it in this way. I'm going to introduce you to somebody that's will interest you. A guy that put his heart to it, and today he's representing South Africa, because he put his mind and his heart to it, okay? And I want to say to you that when I introduce you to Dominique, you're going to know that if you put your heart to something, you're going to achieve things that you thought you could not achieve. Dominique is a guy that will take you through some of the work processes and show you some of the lines and on what you will be doing, okay?
Dumelang ma-hustlers. Jade ke moshimane o na le maikemisetso e leng selo se a ithutile sona bophelong. Ba re thuto e kgolo e tswa experiencing ya bophelo. Ha ba bangata batho ba ile gore ba kgona go latela mosebetsi ka kgatlhago ya bona, especially ko trade. Fernando yena o nepile. Ha o ka inela mosebetsing dilo kaofela di tla tsamaya ka tsela ya tshwanelo. Jade yena o iputse maikutlo ka go itshepa le ka maikarabelo. Hustlers, umuntu ke onemoto ethi wena uyazi kubaleka kana ukuthi imoto yakhe isha ngopende omuhle khona ke abantu bazoyibabaza balo bathi hey bheka le yakara ukuthi insembu kanjani ake sithembe ukuthi hasasangana namuhla liyakwazi khona lokho so simasibuye emva kwekhefu umjisi kumele anake indaba zakhe aconcentrate ashaya iSpani phinde futhi sinende umlando ukupenda imoto from kwinkathi zo Henry Ford balo bathi ungakhetha noma umuphi umbala as long as umnyama into engayisho ukuthi hala back ngoba ke siyabuya. Siphinde futhi sinamukele phinde futhi sinibonga ukuthi nikhethe ukuhlala nathi khona la kuSpani bafethu sihamba nehasta lethu uJade Phillips insizwa ke efuna ukuhlanganisa italent layo ngisho necareer efuna ukuyenza lezo mvumela ukuthi asebenzise izandla zakhe aphinde futhi abe creative ulesikhundla lapha sokuthola iApprenticeship njenge automotive spray painter lapha major 2 auto body repairs bafethu elapha esegoli bafethu umjitha ke uyosebenza lapha kuthi kungaba nzima kangakanani ukwenza lo msebenzi angazi ngoba ke bayoninda nje imoto ngepende ngithi sothola khona into engayisho ukuthi umjitha uthe wait till he gets this job, right? And then you can't tell him nothing. I guess I want to teach you kanjani.
Bende wetimoto ke akusukuphela nje ukuhlobisa nje. Uphinze usite ukuvikelele leyo moto etinveni leti njengokukhunza kanye nokuthomba. Ngeminyaka wa-1923 kwakhiwa luhlobo lolusha lwapende wetimoto loluniketa tinhlobonhlobo tabopende. Phinze ulandzelise ngokusebenziseka melula nokusebenzisa spray gun lokwasungulwa ngudokotela wematinyo i-dentist. Lena ndlela ke yayisetshenziswa nasetimotweni letithwala sive kwade kwaba ngumnyaka wa-1957 lapho khona ke kwase kufika abopende betimoto labanyenti labahlukahlukene labanemibala lekhanyako. Lamuhla kupenda kwetimoto sekuthuthuka kakhulu kanye-ke futhi netindlela tekupenda nato setithuthukile. Lokhu kwendiwa bantfu labafundzele ema-artisans. lapha khicita bopende labasezingeni lelisetulu ngekusebenzisa imishina yakanokusho kwakha labo bopende. Kongeke lokhu ukutfola ngekufundzela. Kanti-ke ema-spray painters wona aphothulwa emva kweminyaka lemithathu atfola idiploma ku-automotive spray painting. Lihlangothi letakwakhiwa nekutsengiswa kwetimoto kulamanye emave lona ngilo kanye lelisimamisa lo msebenzi laveni letfu kanye-ke nakulamanye emave. Liphindze futhi lengete ngemaphesenti langu-6 ku-GDP, Gross Domestic Product, kanye-ke nemaphesenti langu-12 etimotweni letikhicitelwa kuyotsengiswa ngaphandle. Noma nje lolu hlangothi letokwakha timoto litfolakala kakhulu e-Eastern Cape nase-Gauteng, ungacinisekisa ukuthi bantfu labanyenti velonke bangaludzinga lusito lwakho emva kwakhiwa nobe kulungiswa kwaleyo moto.
Mahustlers, ho hongata ho ka ho etsa mona lefapheng lena la trade. Thuto le thaho ya di-artisan e tseleng go tswa go government le ba mafapheng ana a trade. Ha e ka ba wena o na le kgatlhego, tsela entle ya go qala ke gore o etse learnership kapa apprenticeship. Sheba di-FET college tse haufi le wena. Jeka Falls Bay FET le yona e na le di-3 years course. Tse ding tsa di-course o ka di thola ko websiteng ya Go Study. O lokela gore o bane le dilemo di le 16, o bane le grade 9. Ene tse ding tsa di-subject o ka etsa bo maths kapa mechanical technology. Tse ding tsa di-website mahustlers di ko retail motor industry kapa le yona masita. Le gopole gore industry ena ha se ya banna fela, le banana ba hlokahala go balansa dilo. Sokusikhathi sokuthi manje uJade ahambe laphana ayenza imoto ibuke ngathi intsha, kwazi bani ukuthi mhlawumbe naye angazitholela icareer entsha. Into engayisho ukuthi manje sesifaka ugear number 1 ngoba ke utask 1 uyalandela.
Big pleasure meeting you, brother.
Nice meeting you.
I'll be more than happy to take you under and show you the ropes.
Okay.
All I can leave with you is love what you do. Just love what you do. You'll never work a day in your life. My name is Dominic Laringera. I'm currently employed as a spray painter at Major to Auto Body. I love what I do. I practically get paid to do a hobby. Since 14 years old, every school holidays would come and I got tired of the same monotonous thing where you get home, you stay home all day, play Xbox or play PlayStation. It wasn't good for me anymore, and I asked my dad, don't you have something at Major for me, something to do? And my dad actually thought I was kidding around, and I told him, no, Dad, I want to come and work during school holidays. And they let me in, and I started off with the spray painting. I started off from the bottom, primering, preparation, got into spraying, loved every second of it. Eventually left school, came in here full time, started my N1, aced my N1 100%. I'm currently doing my level 2. Task 1, I'm going to need you to prepare sanding, obviously clean first. We're going to do sanding and prepare for primer application. So let me just show you the ropes on safety. Safety and housekeeping. Housekeeping meaning cleanliness, very important. I'm very fussy. So we've got our gloves, hand protection, glasses, eye protection, mask. Don't want to take in any fumes, any dust, anything that will harm you. We just don't want that. And then we obviously have our sandpapers. We'll be using a 150 disc and a sponge, which is a super fine.
150 super.
That's it. Got our masking tape, that will be for masking after sanding. So let's get kitted up and then we can get into it.
Okay. I never actually attempted to fix a car. I have nothing to do with cars. All I like to do is drive cars. That's the only thing I ever done. When I was younger, I used to like fixing my bicycle and just playing around with things and
Jade, like I said too, let's get cleaning. All you're going to do is spray onto the cloth, never spray onto the panel, excess spray, fumes in the air. Let's get done. Task is objective, make the edge smooth. The edge must always be smooth. I can't demonstrate further on that one, but I'll help with the demonstration on this one. You're going to do it yourself, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction. That's it. So on that one, I can't go further, but this one I will give you more of a demonstration. Always, silicone remover, you spray onto the cloth, never onto the panel. You don't want that excess fumes in the air. Always trying to think, environmental as well. And then it's just cleaning off. Where we're working on this fender.
You said around the body.
Yeah, never on the body filler. So now what Jade is doing is perfect. He's avoiding the body filler. He's listened first time, which I'm very happy about. That's perfect.
There we go.
Cleaning done. Now what we'll do is we'll start off with a sponge. When it comes to preparation, sanding down panels, you obviously have your limits. You don't want to over sand. Same as when you're painting, you don't want to overload your coats. So as I say, as time goes on, the more you learn, the more experience you gain. You're gonna get those steps into knowing exactly how it should be. It becomes second nature. You don't need to think twice about it. So what we'll do is, like I said, I maintain it. I'll always, before you climb into your job, stand back, just take a minute, look at it, envision what you're gonna do first. So with me, how I would do this is cut unnecessary work. I'll put masking tape on the petrol flap so that the machine doesn't bite into it, so that it might not need painting.
Should I do that first?
We can do that. Make life easy for yourself. Just follow around the edging. So objective for sanding is get that shine away. Break down the first layer of paint. You can get into it.
No shine.
That's it. Get the feeling of it. That's looking good. Jade orbital sander, got two names, orbital sander and palm sander. Reason being, obviously sits in the palm.
Okay.
Any question?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, all good. I'll show you on this small section here, to smoothen it out, and then you can do this side from there. Perfect.
Okay,
Let's get safety on. Now as you'll see, we've taken out the edge. Whereas it was a very, very rough edge that you could feel that step. Now you've taken it out, so if you feel it, you'll feel it's nice and smooth. Once you apply your primer over it, it will be a nice smooth finish.
Okay.
There'll be no step. Otherwise it will reflect under your top coat. Top coat is what we'll get to in the spray booth. So you can give it a bash. Have a feel, see if you're happy. Feeling smooth?
Feels quite smooth to me.
You don't feel any step or any edge, nothing? You're happy? I'm happy. We can proceed.
Okay.
In task one, Jade fared well, did very well, I must say. I've seen other work that's been quite on the down, but for a first timer, me explaining to him just verbally and giving him a 5-second, how can I say, example of how to do it, he fared very well. He held the tools, held it safely, correctly. Will be a very, very easy competitor to train.
Oh yes, I'm happy with what I did in task 1. It seems like I'll get the hang of it pretty soon if I continue working here. So yeah.
Maikemisetso a Jade a ya thabisa ene seo se ne ile mentor wa hare Tshepo go yena. Mahaslas ke bua haholo ka bokgoni ba go buisana le batho. Ho ke ka ha molomo le ka body language. Body language e khatlisa ene hape e thabisa haholo go feta mantswe fela a tswang ko molomong. Jade yena o supile go mamedisisa a botsa dipotso ene a bontsha gore wa utlwisisa. E leng selo seo se mo thusitseng gore a phethe task ya hae hantle.
Shama hustlers uJade uhambile lapha wafaka ibody filler emotweni bafethu njoba ke ayicruisela lapha ku task yakhe yokuqala asithembe ukuthi emva kwekhefu umjitha ke uzonyathela amafutha ke afake esinye isivinini njoba ke ayofaka iprime bafethu iprime ke ipende engena ngaphambi ukuthi kungene ipende lamampela mhlawumbe kwazi bani ukuthi umjitha uzotholela isikhundla khona lapha major 2 auto body repairs bafethu esegoli phinde futhi sintomule khona lapha ku social media wena ke mawulapha ekhaya wasijoina ke ku Twitter na ku Facebook mhlawumbe ke icareer coach esela ekhaya usisipula uzophendula umbuzo wakho masibuya emva kwekhefu into engayisho ukuthi naku Formula 1 oMichael Schumacher baba nama pit stop ingakho ngithi asisambe sifake ipetrol shisha amavili ngoba uyazi ivili liyajika ingakho ke sijika Sisiwelelewe mahustlers iSpani we are too fast too furious namuhla njengoba ke sigijimela lapha ku fast lane sihamba nomjitha ofuna ukuba i-automotive spray painter lapha uJade Phillips insizwa ke kade isebenza ngama muscles wayo kwa builder lapha manje sebuilder ke ama muscle cars khona lapha major 2 auto body repairs bafethu esegoli umjitha usebenze kahle kuzobe manje uhambile ke wayilungisa imoto kukhona izopenda bafethu ake sithembe ukuthi manje sakazofaka amafutha njengoba ke azoshaya ama task awu2 alandelayo meke ufuna ukuthola ke i-learnership nale nkampani ehlonishwa kakhulu ephinde futhi iqeqesha abantu kwenza wona lo msebenzi ngithi right now we are waving the chatted flag let's just hope ukuthi uzoba umuntu oqala ke to cross the line into engayisho ukuthi lego
That's Jade, task 1, very well done. Edge has been taken out perfectly. I'm very happy with the result. Moving on to task 2, we're going to be masking up and getting ready for application of primer. Earlier this year, I got some great news that I might be competing to represent South Africa in Germany for the World Skills for spray painting. Be the first one in South Africa for spray painting as a representative. And I pushed hard for it. My first test came along, strived through it, pushed, got it. Second test came along, was a practical, became first in SA against my competitors. They were all tight, all good. Eventually I found out I'll be the one representing, went to Germany, had a great time, big experience, great experience. See, now what we've done, we've opened up the area for our working space, sealed off the car. No overspray can get onto the car. So we're working clean, everything is perfect, your line is right. I'm very impressed, very impressed. When it comes to the application of primer, you always want to keep it small. All you want to do is cover the area that we've worked. That's all you need to do. So let's get ready for application. When it comes to mixing paints, every paint company has their own formulation. So you have to stick by a formulation where it works down to ratios. You get a 2-component paint and you get your base coat. Now base coat works with a thinner. A 2-component paint works with the color, a hardener and a thinner. I'll do a small demonstration, 1 coat. I'll let you do 2 coats on top of that.
How many coats
of primer? I'd say 3 coats of primer.
3.
Just to give it a nice build, a nice thick build up, because what's happening is when the primer is dry, we're flattening it, preparing it for paint. So you're building it up and then you're still going to break it down, get it smooth.
So would it always be 3 coats? Like
Always
no
3
matter
coats.
What you do?
Some of the times, if it's been big body repair, we'll put about 4 coats. But that's just to give it that extra build, so that when you're flattening it down, you've got more to play with. So I'd say 3 coats, yeah? It's a small repair, you don't need too much. I'll demonstrate on the first coat, second coat, third coat you apply. I'm going to leave my mask off, keep yours on. It's only because I need to speak to you. I need to explain to you. Just cover the body, that's all. Don't need to go to the edging. Don't need to go to the edging. Just the body filler.
Just the body filler.
Just give it 5 minutes dry. Between each coat, your first coat, between first and second coat, you need a 5-minute flash off. Flash off means just to give it that paint that chance to settle.
Dominic, how do you know when you put enough primer on? Like for the first coat?
You'll always see your coverage. Now your coverage is how your paint is being built onto the panel. So as you can see, you can barely see that body filler, where the repair was, which means you've got a nice coverage.
Yes.
It's not too thin, not too thick. Now what you want to do is you just want to cover lightly. You don't want to overload. So you'll know by looking that you've covered the body filler, it's enough. Second one, cover again. Third one, cover again. That's it.
Okay. You know, doing something like this for the first time, you know, it opens my eyes. There's actually more that goes into it than what I thought. So it's actually quite interesting.
Can give it a bit more of a build. That's very good. Give it 5 minutes and then we can do third coat. With my job, what satisfies me, I definitely say it's picking up the gun. You obviously do your sanding, your preparation, your masking, but that time you pick up the gun and you're just spraying. That's where all the passion comes out. Especially when you're doing custom work, doing little blend-ins, a respray. Love my resprays. But that moment that you pick up the gun and you're spraying, that's where that passion is let out.
Do I put on my third coat
You can
now?
put on your third coat.
Okay.
You can build the third one nice and thick. Very nice distance, very nice pace. Let me have a look. Put one more. Very good, very good. The repair area has been covered very nicely. It's got a nice build. Can flat on top of that. Very good work. Very well done. Jade spraying on task 2, application was very, very good. I'll give it to him. Held the gun, nice distance, nice pace. For a first time, it's good to see. I've seen paint on the roof. I've seen paint everywhere else except on the panel. He did very well.
Spraying a car for the first time, that was also quite exciting. There's a lot more also that goes into it. I just thought you pick up the gun and you spray, but I see that there's settings on the gun and setting the gun, and Dominic was also talking about this 50-50 layer and it must be smooth. So yeah, that is something that I think over time I'll also get. And yeah.
Go a thabisa gape go a kgotsofatsa go bona diketso tsa mosebetsi wa gago gagolo ha e ka ba o entse mosebetsi o motle. For Jade o ratang di-challenge go etsa mesebetsi ya go fapafapana go mo tshwanetse. Re fela re lebala gore ha re ya mosebetsing e ka ba mosebetsi o ile gore ile o etsa for nako e telele kapa bophelo kaofela. Go bana le passion eo je ka Dominic ke sesupo sa gore di dingata ditsela tse o ka di latelang. Mosebetsi ona o challenging go bana o sebetsa o eme ka maoto for nako e telele le menyetla ya gore o tlhatlogwe e mmalwa, empa o ka ipona o ipulela business ya gago and hape yona passion eo through the challenges tsa mosebetsi ke yona e tla go phephisang.
Indlela kaJade bafethu ilobe ihipshelelezi kuze kube manje ake sithemba ukuthi umjitha epheleni kwelanga kuzokhona ukuqoqa wonke amapoints awadingayo ukuze athole umsebenzi. Into engiyazi ukuthi ipamps zokuspraya bafethu sezime ngomumo ngithi hambani ngaphambi ukuthi ngilinde ngepende.
Task 3. Here's where the fun begins, brother. Okay, we have the prepared bootlet from the Mustang. We've got a pre-mix color. We took it off VW, LP3G Flash Red. You're allowed to. All we got to do is, let me explain to you how the system works. Every formulation of paint that's ever been created will run on the system. So every car has a color code. all you got to do is type in the main color code, yeah.
Okay.
So color code gives you the formulation of, it's basically the build-up of every toner that makes that color. So whether it's metallic, solid, there's a formulation for each color of every car. So what you'll do is you'll type in the manufacturer, you'll type in the color code, you find the color code in various spots on the car. As you go along, you'll learn. VW's in the booklet, sometimes in the booklet, the service schedule, but every car has a color code. Type in manufacturer, you put in the color code, enter it up, then what you do is you get scratch chips. You get your swatches, it's all different variants. So let's say we take flash red, what we've used. Let's take it from here.
Okay, so tell me, Dominic, does each car have like its own unique code to it, like as if it's a number plate or?
100%. Every color has its own unique code, yeah. So every flash red that's made on VW will be the same. In terms of, it will be the same color code, but you got to look for variants.
Okay.
So once you're happy with color, this is the most important thing. You have to nail color. Once you have your color ready, you can proceed.
Yes.
Then you can start spraying. That's when it's fun. It's already pre-mixed. So with Tom, you'll be mixing with me. We'll start doing color matching. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna get in, attack the panel, confident. Don't be shy, don't be scared. Confidence. Just pick up that gun, keep your distance, keep your pace. Mistakes happen, it happens.
Just as you showed me with the guy.
That's it. And I'll do the first code for you. Same as the primer, let's do 3 codes.
3.
I'll do the first code for you. Second, third code is all yours.
Okay,
Let's see how you do.
sounds awesome.
As I said, here's where the magic happens. This is the booklet from the Ford Mustang. This is the color I reviewed that we mixed from VW. Let's do it.
You know, I actually never knew that, you get color codes and there's so many different colors to, like, different reds and whites, you get so many of them. I mean, that is something new that I've learned, and yeah, it also seemed very interesting,
If I could describe how I feel while spraying, I must say I'm in my element. I love what I do at the moment I'm doing it, and when the product is done, take a step back and see what you've accomplished. It's the best feeling, knowing that you've got that skill to perform. As far as, knowing all about colors, I can't say I know everything about colors. I'm still learning today. I mean, learn every day, especially in this trade. You can't say you know everything. The person that tells you they know everything, they're lying to you. I'm learning every day. I'm sure the guy that's been spraying for 80 years is still learning every day. There's always new technology coming out, new paint brands. Learn every day.
One more.
That's good.
Perfect, 100%.
Through all 3 tasks, Jade had a bit of nerves in him, but it was good for him. And the way he performed under those nerves and the way he carried himself, I'll give it to him. He did a very good job on all 3 tasks. I haven't seen anybody adapt that quickly. And like I say, that finished result, we all see it, it's sparkling. So it's as if I would have sprayed it. And I'm happy about it.
Okay, you know, that was actually the first time I actually sprayed something like the finishing product. I done the primer earlier on. I must say that was an accomplishment for me. You know, Dominique told me I done a good job. I never expected that, you know. So, yeah, that was the best part about it, yeah.
Hustlers, awuthi nginibuze, ngibona ngathi umjitha oqhuba kanjani. Into engiyazi ukuthi uhambile laphana, washaya imoto yacobezela, ake sithembe ukuthi necareer yakhe itawuqobetela. Sothi masibuye emva kwekhefu sibone ukuthi umjitha uyawuthola umsebenzi noma cha. Phinde futhi sihlangane necareer coach yethu usisipula nje bake aphendula imibuzo yenu laphana ku social media. Mhlambe kuzoba wena zabe sikhuluma naye, so ungayindawo. Kodwa manje ngithi asithisene isivinini bafethu ngoba ngathi si over the speed limit. So sibanjwa ama metro, ngithi check coast. Siyabuya.
Jade, I'll come back.
Thanks.
I want to ask you a few questions once more. Tell me, after this long day of hard work and Dominique taking you through the workshop and through the work environment, and how do you still feel about becoming a spray painter?
Oh wow, where do I start? I'm actually quite excited because, you know, the word spray painting, I thought it was just maybe like picking up a gun and spraying something, but there's so much that goes into it. Today Dominique taught me, you know, like preparing a car, like masking it and putting tape so that the spray doesn't go over the car, and just the way you hold the gun and, you know, going over it, and like mixing color. I never knew how much goes into it, and you know, different shades like white. I thought like maybe there's just one white of a car, but there's many colors. So, and going into it, I mean, I just got more and more excited to see where Dominique is now, you know. Like I can see myself there in 2 years from now. I can see myself there.
Well, that's an interesting point, and I'm glad that you enjoy that. It's not just about how the job needs to be done, it's how interesting the job is. You know, like you just said, that holding the gun is not just holding the gun. There's a way to hold the gun. There's a way to prepare the job before you even apply the gun. There's a way to prepare the whole job before you even start, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know you went through quite a bit of obstacle and a tiring day, but now, okay, I had a word or two with Dominique. He did give me some feedback on you, and he says you're keen, and we should try you, we should give you a chance, and see how it goes from there. So welcome to Major 2.
Oh, thanks a lot, Fernando. It means a lot.
We'll see you on Monday morning.
Yes.
Don't be late, because being late
I won't
is...
be. I won't be.
Okay.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Good. I'll see you. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thanks. Okay, guys, so that's the end of my day. I must say I had an awesome experience. I look forward to working here as an apprentice. Yeah, let us see what the future holds for me. On that note, guys, press up, push up, panda.
Jade o phomeletse hobane o ne a le open minded a ikemiseditse ho ithuta. Hangata ha re ya mosebetsing re ya re shebile ho hong fela kante ho hongata ho ka ithutang hona ko mosebetsing. Le hopole gore mona lefaseng re tlilo hola ene go hola go go ithuta ka nako tsohle. Hustlers, menyetla e tla ka mefuta e mengata. Mane ko African Leadership Academy ke mosebetsi wa bona go supa di opportunity tseo ba dinke ba di hodise for rona kaofela.
My name is Faisal Burhan. I'm from Tanzania, 18 years old. And my story beginning as follows. Short, I was notorious. I was a bad kid. I didn't want to listen to my parents, to my teachers. I started thinking, what can I do for these people and myself to change my community so as we can move forward as a team and impact our future lives. When I was 16, I thought about making electric microscope that is manufactured from the industry. It cost 2 million Tanzanian shillings. So for me, I thought it is a big problem whereby they cannot afford to buy like 20 microscope because they will cost like in 20 million Tanzanian shillings. For someone who like starting a project and you face like failure, don't say I'm giving up because I've tried a couple times and I've failed. So why should I continue this project? No, I'm not gonna do it again. No, stop that. I think the best way is to learn from where you have failed. Where did I make a mistake? What should I improve? What should I do? What should I not do? Because yeah, I think even failure is the best teacher. Doesn't mean that since when I started my project I haven't failed. I've failed in my project and trying to change ways on how I approach my solution. So
ka nnete di a thabisa taba tsena. Re na le potso from our hustler Panda 53 a re ke eng se betere go bana le experience kapa go bana le di-qualifications. Go a dependa ka mosebetsi o wena o batlang go etsa. Je ka spray painter experience e tla pele empa ha nako ntse e tsamaya dilo di a tšhintšha re sebedisa technology so o lokela go di balance kaofela dilo tseo. Potso ya bobedi e tswa ko Fiona a re na o lokela gore a patale for CV ya hae. Che, CV ya hao e bua ka wena botsebi le bokgoni ba hao. Ha o motho o ka itlhalosang go fitisa wena. For dilo tse ka grammar botsisa motho o tsebang sekgowa kapa tishere gore a o thuse.
Bathi Mercury speed boy ngithi vese bafethu ingakho ngishaya show bafethu bheka manje sisemaphetheleni nohlelo ngithi ngishango Jade bafethu uhambile wa push positive wathola umsebenzi ngiyazi ukuthi uninspire njengama hustlers lapha emakhaya into engayisho ukuthi bheka isikhathi sekuyi knock off time ngithi ishayile bafethu sengiphuma kanje ngisihlangana nathi kuviki elizayo bazabe sibheka ecareer enye entsha emhlawumbe wena lapha ekhaya ungayijabulela ngihlala ngintshela ngithi press push phanda ungapheli moya faka umoya makuthi ufuna ukusitshela ukuthi wena uhamba kanjani uhambeni lakho lokuthola umsebenzi ngithi ungasabi ukuthi usivakashele lapha ku Facebook page yethu and click on like ukhulume nathi khona da noma ke usivakashele ku website yethu ku www.ispani.co.za ukhulume nathi khona da or follow us on Twitter ku @ispani on SABC1 @ispani on SABC1 mina umfana kaMtambo ngithi ngidonsa zonke inkhiya sengiphuma kanje ngishaya imoto ngithi until next week ngithi ngiyancanya remember don't look down look up and stay up sesicedile